from one blue tractor to another. Doesn't look much different. Once we get a bit cut, I'll go and check what kind of moisture we're coming in at. There we are, the first load. Because we're on the end rig here, the way we cut, the auger would come out this side, and I don't want to run down crops. So the first load's always stopped and sitting still. Good sample of barley that. I can tell by how much is coming out the auger right now, the moisture level isn't amazing. The drier it is, the easier it flows out the auger. Load number 1 of harvest. We're off to the races. There we go, that's it all out now. I better get shifted out the road. Got a wee hatch on the back of my trailer here. Gonna have a wee look at the sample. If I could reach it. My arms are too short. It's looking okay. It's quite hairy. There's lots of wee bits of awns in it. And that is kind of an indication that it's not quite ripe enough. When it's really, really ripe, it's very brittle. And those awns, they all come off in the combine. But like I said, we're only cutting a wee bit, so we've got a path out to a silage field over there. It really needs another 2-3 days before it's ready and properly ready to cut. Anywhere lower than 18% moisture and we're happy to cut, especially here in Scotland. The combine has stopped. What does that mean? Oh, away it goes. Another reason for doing a wee bit early as well is you get the combine out, you figure out that everything's working right, same with the grain dryer, same with all the machines that are kind of used to harvest. The baler gives you a wee sample to test machines before you're really into it and you can't afford a breakdown. Neighbours are out cutting as well. Seem to be getting on well and baling. No hanging about. I know my cousin Crawford is out combining. Here is the gateway, so that little mark there, just there, is the gate up into the silage field at the back. So that's as far as we're needing to cut. So Dunk's just going to do a U-turn and start heading back the way. Because we still need to cut enough to fill the grain dryer. So we'll need about 18 tonne. I've got about 7 tonne in, the lights are flashing. I think he's about maybe 6 tonne. So that's the 13 tonne, I'll come back for another 5. Is that good maths? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I've nailed it. That's a first. I managed to successfully add up 6, 7 and 5. Genius. Empty number 2. This will pretty much fill the trailer. I'm doing my best to not spill the grain over the back or over the sides of the trailer, but I'm not going to pretend that I don't spill it semi-regularly. Right, we'll run this back to yard 1 via the weighbridge. I got a tear on the way here, so my tear was 13,200, I think, 13 tonne, 200 kilo. I'm gonna weigh everything today, so well, it's just this load and another half load, and then we can calibrate the combine for the rest of the season. In theory, you're meant to just calibrate that combine once for the season, and it's good. Quick stop on the weighbridge. I currently weigh 27 tonne, 300 kilos. We're back with the first load. We'll tip it here right next to the pit, to the grain dryer, and then we can leave that to get loaded up while we disappear. That's 14.1 tonne, and we need to go get another 4, and then that should be enough to fill that grain dryer. Off for the next load, and that's that. Combine done for the night. I'll just get it emptied. There we go, a tiny wee bit of combining done. Not much, just dipping our toes in. Happy days, job done. I was speaking to Dunk there. We're gonna, well, Dad's saying we'll probably go combining in the morning. We'll assess it in the morning, but looking likely. We'll away and get this last bit weighed. fill up the grain dryer, get it fired into life, and then tomorrow morning probably get properly going with the combine. Duncan's just taking the combine back up to the yard because we're not going to cut this field tomorrow. There's another field which is more ripe. The future farmers, you going to drive a tractor? We can get load number 2 on the pit now, and that'll be us done. I've parked this tractor and trailer under that spout so we can fill the dry stuff straight into that trailer and then cart it down into the feed store shed. While I've been away, Dad has been filling up the pit, keeping it topped up. Anyway, that's just a wee snippet into harvest starting here. It'll be well underway tomorrow. We're going to get a full day at it tomorrow. Today was just a wee, let's just see what kind of moisture levels we're playing with right now. And we've decided, yeah, we'll crack on tomorrow. A different field, which is a bit more riper than we were in today. But nonetheless, we'll crack on. The final act of the day. Yep, you guessed it. Water trough. And they are content. I'll get you a full update tomorrow on the shed progress, but that's what it looks like. There's more that looks like that as well. Some's like this, and then the rest of it looks like that. Good morning. We are going combining after we've sorted out a few things. One of those being water. Kev's heading off to pick up the header so we can move it to a different field. Dad dried that batch of grain last night that we cut yesterday. He didn't bother leaving it running all night because we're not in a rush at the moment. Once we get into full flow, the grain dryer just runs 24 hours. He's filled that trailer out of the spout, and then there'll be another 2 ton that'll come there. I'll go and tip this down in the bottom shed. There you go, that's it shut off. Tell you what, we just combined enough yesterday. That's all that's left. There'll be a ton lying there. Just cut enough to make a full batch. This is quite a tight doorway. Yeah, too tight on that side. Right, we're in now. It is tight. And you're coming off this loading bank here, it's steep and gee. We're in after the 3rd shunt, at least anyway. Filling up with diesel and AdBlue. I think it might have been due a wee sweep out. It's very last minute, but I'm just getting the washer out because when we're on the sprayer there's a bit of a oil leak from the pipe up there. The free flow return, so the back end's all covered in oil. I'll give the tractor a quick blast, I'll give the trailer a quick blast, but we're going combining in about an hour, so make sure I'm not get any water in the trailer. A good old-fashioned unprepared harvest. Significantly better than it was. It's not pristine by any means. All I need to do now, check tyre pressures all round, and then we're good to go. It all needs a grease, but I can do that in the field once we're combining. I am sodden. To be honest, that was definitely needing a Duke. A quick blast. I don't think I got much water in the trailer. We'll have a wee look. A tiny wee dribble, it's fine. Let's go combining now. Dunk and Kev should have themselves sorted out. Kev was going to shift the header. Dunk's shifting the combine. We're going to yard 3. I'll meet them there and I should get the first load because Kev needs to come back for a trailer first. It's 9:30, peace time. So we'll all have our piece now and then we'll start at about 10 o'clock. I think it's quite obvious it was a rushed clean, i.e. the tractor's still manky. If I remember correctly, I think these are to be set to 50 psi. 50. 50. Oh. 50. 50. Happy days. We're ready to go. Whoa. The back end's not lathered in oil. Lovely. Right, we're off. Combine chasing all day. Hopefully. Right, job done. You'll get the rest of that tomorrow. I'm a bit kind of behind me just now. Here's Betty. Here's a wee bit more drone shots to finish. See it tomorrow. I'm just doing this in the tractor right now while I've been out spraying some oilseed rape. Subscribe if you're not already. Come on, off to... We're at 18,000, thank you very much. We're off for 19 next.